As we begin the practice of yoga, many of us struggle with numerous triggers that can come up in our body. And one of these triggers is a pain that radiates from the lower back, down the glutes and to the thigh, sometimes even to the toes of the feet. This pain is called sciatica. And it's because the sciatic nerve gets pinched. It can be caused for a variety of reasons, but here we are looking at a simple sequence for you to use and for you to practice when you are suffering from sciatica. It is recommended you start this practice after the initial recovery period when the sciatica is first diagnosed. What we need for this practice is a block, belt, blanket, bolster, and a chair that you can find anywhere in your house. So let's begin by Tadasana. We'll start by placing the block between the thighs. As you can see, it is 3 inches width. Make sure the feet are close together. And if your feet are unable to join together, we want to ensure that at least the big toes are touching and the heels can be slightly apart if needed. Squeeze the glutes and try to break the block between the thighs. The belt is going to be held between the hands at shoulder width apart. And as we inhale, we're going to try and break the belt apart, roll the shoulders back, and then lifting up the arms straight up. So over here, we want to create more space between the shoulders and the neck. So allowing the shoulders to be moving away from the ears, arms are going straight up. And to minimize any arch in the spine, we want to suck the navel in and tuck the tailbone. We want to breathe normally and naturally. Keep extending the spine. We are trying to lengthen the spine to create space between the vertebrae here. And very good. Exhale and relax, slowly coming back down. With the belt, we're going to form a loop, ensuring that the width of the loop is shoulder width. And you can place your arms into it. Let's bring the belt on the upper arm, just above the elbows. Now bending the elbows at 90 degrees. Try to once again use your shoulder strength to break the belt apart. Take a deep breath in, and breathing out, we're going to twist from the navel to the right side. So over here, we want to ensure that the hip remains pointed straight forward, and we are twisting mainly from the navel. Both the shoulders are squared, and we continue to maintain the good strength with our arms trying to pull that belt apart. Keep squeezing the block as well. And then inhaling, we're going to come to the center. And exhaling, we're going to go to the other side. Keep breathing and focusing on a single point. And breathing in, come to the center, and then relax the hands down and releasing the block from the thighs and releasing the belt. For the next sequence, we can use either an Iyengar chair, which is specifically designed for yoga, or any normal chair that we have available to us. Keep the chair facing you, and standing in front of the chair, we're going to begin by placing our right foot on the seat of the chair. So now check that there is enough distance between your front and your back leg. So if needed, you can either take your right leg more front or your left leg more back, and then we're going to bend that right knee and bring the hip down. From here, you can bring your arms onto the upper bar or the backrest of the chair. So what's important to ensure here is that the spine is totally straight. We don't want to hunch or bend over in any way. If in case you find it's difficult to keep the back heel on the ground, we can lift that heel up and place a block, if it's available to us, under the heel. What's more important now is our right hip. So we're going to begin by bringing the right knee to touch the left elbow without moving the hip. And then we're going to drop it out to the right side, as far on the right as it can go. Once more, coming in to the left elbow and then out to the right. A few more times. Breathing in, bring the knee in to the left elbow. Breathing out, drop it to the side. And in and out. One more time. Going in and out. Okay, we can slowly come back into the standing position. We'll change side, bringing the left leg onto the chair now. Keeping the spine lengthened and the arms grabbing onto the seat, onto the bar of the chair. So one more thing we can pay attention to here is that the knee should not cross the ankle line and the back knee is totally straightened. We do this by pressing our heel onto the block or the ground. Now bringing the left knee in to touch the right elbow and drop it down to the side. Going in, 2, and out. And 3. Breathing out. 4, going in, breathe in and out. Last one. 5, going in. And drop it out once again. Okay, relax. Come into the normal standing position. We're going to continue using this chair for one more asana. So this time we're going to turn the chair away from us. What we want to do is we want to get a blanket or a cushion and place it on the seat of the chair. In case you don't have a chair like this, it could also be a sofa or any other thing that which you can lean over. We want to place a cushion onto the seat that's going to support our chest. You're going to bring your pelvis onto the, we're going to bring our pelvis onto the bar of the chair and slowly lower the body down. Let your arms extend forward, rest your chest on the bolster, your chin on the bolster. So how do you feel, Layan? Do you feel that there's anything we can do with the legs to make it more comfortable for you?
It feels really good, but I think I would just suggest maybe really actively letting the weight come off of the feet and dropping the pelvis forward, creating more traction in the spine. Once I do that, it allows me to lengthen the low back and really release any compression in that area, which feels much better.
So that's a great option. Or you can just totally bring both your feet up and release the feet. So we're going to get into this posture and hold it for as long as you like. Maybe whilst you're getting into this posture, you can pause the video, stay for as long as you like, and then come back and continue the session with us. Okay, you can come back up slowly, pushing the chair, bringing the feet down. We are ready to continue the session. Let's lie down on the mat on our back, straighten both the legs, and let's begin by hugging the right knee to the chest. Now we're going to take our belt and place it around the right foot. Grab both the straps of the belt and straightening both the legs, keeping both the kneecaps pulled up and both the quads activated. Try and bring your elbows down to the ground so that there's no tension in the shoulders. Once you're set up and here, keep rolling the shoulders back into the ground and imagine that there is a wall in front of your extended leg that you're pushing. Now we're going to grab the belt with the right hand as close as you can to the right foot. Keep your left sitting bone still on the ground. Keep your left hand extended out to the left side at shoulder level, and we're going to slowly open up the hip to the right side by keeping both the knees straight, looking towards your left fingertips. So ensuring this left hip stays lower. We can also place a block under the right leg, a block or a cushion or a bolster. And now we're going to come up to the center, grab it with the opposite hand. If your right leg is up, we'll be grabbing with the left hand now. Once again, keeping the left leg very active here, and then bring the right foot down to the side. Looking to your right fingertips, feel as if your right fingertips, your right hand is being pulled in this direction. And coming back to the center. Release the belt and let's hug the left knee to the chest after straightening the right leg. And we're going to repeat on the other side. First, we start with the hamstring stretch. Allow your mind to rest on this hamstring. So the part of the body where you feel discomfort is the part of the body where your mind can rest and relax. And then we're going to grab closer with the left hand before opening up the leg to the left side. This time, trying to keep our right hip down towards the ground. And coming up to the center, you'll grab it with the opposite hand, so the right hand now, stretching the left arm out to the side, right leg very activated, and then slowly with the knee straight, lowering down the left leg only as far as you can go. And we're going to breathe in and slowly come up to the center, relaxing the leg down. We're going to take a block now and we're going to place it between the thighs. So bend both the knees, place the block 3 inches width between the thighs. The feet should be coming in closer towards the hip. If you were to extend your arms, your fingers should just about reach your heels. Gently press into the ground, and we're going to squeeze the glutes and lift the hip up as high as we can go. Keep breathing and keep squeezing that block. Keeping the shoulders rolled back. And relax down. We're going to remove the block, and we're going to use the bolster under our hip. So lift your hip, place a bolster or a thick cushion so that your hip is lifted there, and you can straighten both your legs down. Allow your body to release any tension and relax in this position. Breathing deeply. Now we can bend our knees, lift the hip, and remove the bolster. For our Shavasana position, we'll be using a bolster under our body, so we can come to the side, placing a bolster on your mat. And if you have a blanket or a block, we can place either of those things for our head. So sit with your tailbone touching the edge of the bolster. We are sitting on the ground, not on the bolster. And allow your body to slowly lie back down, resting your head on the blanket. Let your feet, your legs relax down, surrendering to gravity into the ground. And allowing the mind to relax and rest in the space of the body. Release your shoulders by just relaxing on every exhalation that you take. Feeling that your body is getting heavier. Let your awareness move away from the head and the upper body, moving to your lower back. Observing if there is still any sensation of compression. From your lower back, we are going to go down to the right glute. Just observe the lower back and the right glute. With each exhalation, allow any tension to surrender and relax. And now observing from the lower back down the left glute. When we are observing the glute, we are observing all three heads of it. So when we are observing the glute, it's not just the part that's in contact with the ground, but also the sides. And now we're going to observe from the right glute down to the right toe. From the right glute to the right toe, observe the right leg. Noting any sensations that occur without judgment, without labeling, just being with whatever sensations you're feeling right now. And if there is nothing, it's okay to just observe that there are no sensations right now. Now we observe from the left glute down to the left toes. Once again, non-reactive, just totally present with whatever is happening. You can choose to rest here for as long as you like. And we're always happy to help you through your practice. Yoga is for everyone. So if you like this session, please continue to support us in any way that you can. Thank you.